Hey everyone. So we all chase after health, wealth, and wisdom, right? But what if they're not actually separate finish lines? Today we're going to explore a really cool idea, treating them as a single, powerful operating system for your life.
I mean, think about it. These are pretty much the big three pillars of a good life. For just about everyone, trying to get more of these feels like a fundamental part of being human.
And right here, this is the core idea for today. What if these aren't just items on a life checklist? What if they're actually interconnected gears in a single machine? And the real magic happens when they start turning together.
This quote just nails it, and it brings us to our central metaphor for this whole thing. I want you to think of your life like a computer. Seriously. Health is your hardware, wisdom is the software you run, and wealth, well, wealth provides the power and leverage to make it all go. Okay, so let's start with the absolute foundation of the entire system, your health. This is your biological hardware. If this isn't working, nothing else even has a chance to run. So first, we have to redefine health. Let's get this out of our heads. It is not just the absence of sickness. A much more powerful way to see it is as your body's active capacity to generate energy. Think of it as the raw power output of your physical machine. This is a really crucial shift in how you look at things. The old view is totally passive. I'm not sick, so I must be healthy. But the new view is active. True health is the absence of biological friction, which lets your body operate at peak efficiency. So what does that actually feel like in your day-to-day? Well, when your hardware is buggy, maybe from bad sleep or junk food, every little thing feels like a chore and requires willpower. But when you're truly healthy, you don't need willpower to get off the couch. The energy literally overflows, and moving your body feels like the most natural, easy thing in the world to do. This solar panel analogy is just perfect. You want your body to be this incredibly efficient generator, constantly creating a surplus of energy that you can then turn around and invest in all the other areas of your life. Okay, so we've got our hardware humming along. Now let's talk about the software that runs on it, wisdom. This is what tells all that energy where to go. Now, wisdom isn't about knowing a ton of facts. For our operating system, it's a very specific skill. It's the ability to recognize patterns in the world and, crucially, to see the long-term consequences of the choices you make today. And this is such an important distinction, you guys. Intelligence might teach you how to win an argument with a stranger online, but wisdom is what stops you and asks, is this argument even worth a single drop of my energy in the first place? It's all about strategic application. So, wisdom's main job in this system is leak detection. It's constantly scanning your life to find and plug the holes where your precious energy is just draining away on things like holding grudges, getting into pointless drama, or mindlessly scrolling for hours. Think of wisdom like a power transformer. It takes all that raw electricity being generated by your good health and makes sure it's converted efficiently into actual forward progress, not just wasted as the heat of friction and stress. And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle, the one that gives the whole system leverage, wealth. But you guessed it, we're going to redefine this one too. Forget the Lambos and mansions for a second. In our OS, wealth is simply optionality. It's freedom. It's the power to say no to things that drain your energy without having to worry about disastrous consequences. It's all about autonomy. So the real luxury that wealth buys you isn't stuff. It's space. It's a buffer zone that protects you from the constant, urgent demands of the world. It basically reduces the heavy gravity of just trying to survive. So how does this actually work for you? Well, it buys back your single most valuable asset, your time. It lets you pay someone else to handle the energy sinks in your life. It completely flips the script from you trading your time for money to you using your money to create more time. A battery is the perfect way to think about this. All that money is really is stored energy from your past work and your past wise decisions. It's just sitting there fully charged, ready to be deployed whenever you need to protect your system or power up a brand new project. Okay, so we've looked at the hardware, the software, and the battery in isolation. But the real power, the whole point of this, is to see how the entire system works together as one. When it's working the right way, it creates this incredible, powerful, virtuous cycle. Look, your great health gives you tons of extra energy. Your wisdom directs that energy toward the right kinds of work. That work then generates wealth. which you can use to buy back your time and get tools that improve your health and wisdom even more. And then the cycle just repeats, spiraling upwards.
But this chart shows exactly what happens when the system breaks. If you're missing just one of these pieces, you fall into a trap. So if you've got health and wisdom but no wealth, you become the starving sage. You're brilliant, but you're constantly stuck in survival mode. If you've got wealth and wisdom but no health, you're the genius with a Ferrari. You've got the map and the car, but zero fuel in the tank. And what about health and wealth with no wisdom? Whoa boy, you become the high-energy chaos agent. You've got a full tank of gas and a fast car, but no driver, and you're heading straight for a ditch.
So seeing this system laid out, how do you actually take control? How do you go from being just a passenger in your life to becoming the chief engineer of your own operating system? Well, it really comes down to 3 core commands. Number 1, protect your health like your life depends on it, because it literally keeps the lights on for everything else. Number 2, apply wisdom constantly to find and stop those energy leaks. And number 3, build wealth strategically, not for stuff, but to buy back your time and your freedom. And that really leaves us with one final question. When you look at your life through this lens, ask yourself, are you a consumer of energy, or are you a generator of it? Are you constantly draining your own battery, or are you building a system that creates more energy, more options, and more progress for yourself? The choice is yours.